Okay, guys, we're up to chapter 13 of Lemons, and this chapter is titled Final Thursday. At the end of this reading, I'm going to ask you an optional question that you can do this weekend to answer for Monday if you want to. Okay? What time is it now? Tobin asked, tapping his Bigfoot watch and holding it to his ear. He's sitting at Charlie's kitchen table finishing a blue yarn ball in the puzzle. It's finally Thursday. 5 minutes past the last time he asked me, I tell him, as I give the boiling Oscar Myers another good stir in the stove. I don't think Tobin was actually going to make it to this day, the day that the film from the photomat's supposed to be ready. He's only talked about it every second of every single day. Didn't he say he was going to close a few minutes early to pick up the film for the photomat? Where is he already? Tobin shakes his wrist this time, like that's going to make the Bigfoot arms move faster. He'll be here when he gets here. Can you check the tater tots? They should be light brown. He ignores me while he searches for all the puzzle pieces with the blue in them. I grab the quilted oven mitt myself. Did you hear that? The kitchen chair scrapes on the floor and he jumps up from the table, darting out from the room. The screen door slams and there he's gone. I open the oven and I pull out the pan of tater tots. They are a tater tot masterpiece, superbly browned with the perfect amount of crispiness. The screen door slams again. False alarm, Tobin announces, sitting back down and adjusting his chin strap. I found out that he only takes the hat off for bed and baths. I also found out that his mom is a nurse at St. Joseph's Hospital, all the way up in Blue Lake, but she only has Sundays off, which is why he's always at Charlie's house. I still don't know about his dad. Tobin has not said anything about him. Where is he? Tobin says as he's tapping his watch again. It's only 5:15, I tell him. Didn't you two synchronize to 1,735 hours? And I just roll my eyes. Yeah. Well, it's not 1,735 hours yet, which I also learned is really 5:35 in military time. But I only learned that because Tobin typed up a military time conversion chart for me. Tobin sighs loudly and goes back to his puzzle. I pull 3 plates out of the cupboard and 3 forks from the drawer, and I fold 3 paper towels from the roll to set table around him. At exactly 5:33, we hear Jake, Charlie's old station wagon. It's grumbling up the driveway, and all I see is Tobin vapors and airborne puzzle pieces. The screen door slams again. Did you get it? Did you get it? Tobin screams. Got it, Charlie calls back. Help me with this first, huh? I give the hot dogs one final stir in the pot, and then I turn the stove off and I head out to meet them. When I get to the screen door, I see Charlie and Tobin pulling a bike out of the back end of Jake. What? What's that? I ask, slowly pushing the door open. Charlie carries the bike up the porch steps and he sets it down in front of me. Can't get around on handlebars all summer, Charlie tells me. I stare at it. It's beautiful. It's possibly the most beautiful bike I've ever seen. The most beautiful bike ever. I point to myself. That's for me? I can't stop staring at it. It's light pink with a pink and green striped banana seat and a brown wicker basket in the front. It's perfect for the kitten Mama had promised me for my 11th birthday. I look up at Charlie. He's actually smiling real big. An actual real smile with teeth and everything. And I smile back at him. Then he nods like we've said all we need to say and pulls open the screen door, disappearing inside. Tobin comes up the steps, examining the movie roll over his wire rims. Isn't it the most beautiful bike you've ever seen? I breathe. What are you going out about a bike for when this is the moment? That might go down in Bigfoot history. No! United States of America history. No! World history. This. Tobin holds up the film canister in my face and starts dancing a jig. It's Patterson, Giblet, and Sky. He sings as he dances. Patterson, Giblet, and Sky. Channel 4 News. Here I come. What's the big deal with being on the news, I ask. Because it means something if it's on the news. It's significant. It's important. It matters. And everyone will know it. Everyone will know me. And now I matter too. Me, Tobin, Sky. Who says you don't matter now? I ask him. He stops dancing and he just stares at me. Hey, Charlie, calls from inside. What smells so good in here? Charlie actually eats 3 of my hot dogs with 2 helpings of tater tots. I eat 2 hot dogs with 3 helpings of tater tots. Tobin takes 1 bite of his hot dog and he does not make a dent in his tots, and then complains the whole time that we're the world's slowest eaters. I can't believe we're just sitting here eating boiled hot dogs when cryptozoological history is about to be made, he gripes. When are we going to watch the movie already? How can you blame me for savoring my food when their gourmet hot dogs and tots are the best they ever had? Charlie says to me. What's your secret, Lem? Well, I wipe my mouth with a paper towel. I stir the hot dogs while they boil. Ah, he leans back in his chair. Well, you've got the touch. There's no denying it. I reach for another spoonful of tots, and Tobin puts his hand on top of mine. You've got to be kidding me, he says. Okay, Charlie says, as he pushes his chair back from the table. Let's get the movie all laced up. Finally! Tobin jumps up from his seat like a jack-in-the-box, and he runs out of the room. 5 minutes later, Charlie is sitting on a kitchen chair, squinting through the glasses in front of the projector, trying to thread the film while Tobin stands over him, giving him directions. Head through there, yep, that's right. Oh, yep, now that way, yeah, right there, yep. Tobin points. I think he probably knows how to do it, Tobin. Tobin doesn't even hear me. Oh, yeah, oh, that way, yeah, go ahead, yeah. The projector kind of looks like an upside-down bicycle with 2 wheels. The film is wound up on the first wheel and snakes through the tunnels and around the knobs, all through the machine until it comes out the back and it winds up on the empty rear reel. When they're finally ready, Tobin and I settle in on the living room sofa, which is covered in a big green leafy pattern, while Charlie closes the matching drapes over the front window. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie announces, thank you for attending the Bigfoot Detective's first official Bigfoot screening. Is everybody ready to make history? Ready! Lights. He flicks the switch on the wall. Camera. The projector starts to clickety-clack as it pulls the movie through its tunnels and around its knobs. Action, yells Tobin. We wait. We watch the wall in front of us where the light of the projector shines. First, there are only gray, squiggly lines bouncing, then a white square, and then a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then the first image pops up. It's a blurry forest, a jumping blurry forest. It feels like I'm on Tobin's handlebars with one eye closed in the dark. There are grainy trees, fuzzy bushes, and shadowy shapes. Tobin moves to the very edge of the couch, leaning closer to the images that bump and bubble against the wheel. I'm running here, he explains. That's why it's so jumpy. You can't see anything with you running like that. Keep watching, he tells me, as he searches every inch of frame. I stop when I get close to him. You'll see. After a while, it feels like I'm on a roller coaster ride that's much too long, and I start to wish I hadn't eaten that last hot dog or that last helping of tots. There, right there, Tobin points. I saw him duck down right there behind those trees. The tree right there. See it? Can you see him, huh? He's right there. Tobin's standing now, pointing to a dark, hazy shape bouncing against the wall. It's so dark, as I lean forward. It looks like a tree stump to me. Are you blind? It's not a stump. He's there. He points again, right between those 2 trees. Don't you see him? Do you? I ask. He squints hard at the wall. Yeah, right there. He's there. Wait, no. He's there. Well, the dark shape behind this pie. Wait. The projector chugs for a few more seconds. Then the film flies loose off the black reel, making a clicking sound, and Charlie turns off the projector and flicks the light switch back on. I'm sorry, Tobin, Charlie says. It was just too dark to say for sure what it was. Tobin drops back down on the couch like a wet sack. Nothing. He sulks with his chin. The Miller pictures were better than these. I want to tell him, look who's complaining now. I want to tell him, look who doesn't know how to make lemonade now. But I don't. What we need to do is go on a real expedition, Tobin announces. What do you say? An expedition? Yeah, we'll plan a camping trip out in the middle of the woods and we'll stay there until we find something. Did he say middle of the woods? The woods where a real live woolly monster is supposedly living? Where there are bugs and snakes and bears and poison ivy and other generally disgusting and itchy and scary things? When he talked expedition before, I guess I figured he meant a tent in Charlie's backyard. He didn't say anything about the woods. Tobin is staring at me, waiting for my answer. I want to ask him where we'll sleep, what we'll eat, how we're supposed to go to the bathroom. Instead, I think of that red-headed girl in the round frame hidden under my mattress. The spitting image of Mrs. Dickerson said so. She's me, and I'm her, somewhere inside of me. Even if she's lost right now under a molten lava that spews without warning. Okay, I guess. Now, that's for making lemonade, I want to say to him. But I don't, because I'm still worried about where I'm going to go to the bathroom in the middle of the woods. So I'm actually going to give you 3 questions, but you only have to do 1. If you want to, you don't have to. The first question is, why do you think Charlie brings a bike home for lemonade? Why does he decide to do something like that? The second question I ask is, what did you think was going to show up on that movie film that they were watching? Did you think that there was going to be a Bigfoot, or what they saw in that film, and why? And then my third question is, would you want to go on a camping trip in the middle of the woods, looking